12 o'clock on the oil stream. Thank you very much for being here today. And Dusty and Tommy with you. Brought to you by Boston Pizza. You've got a pretty epic discussion in the office right now.
Yeah.
See what's going on out there?
There's been a lot going on out here today. It's been great. What a day at EST, as usual.
It's nice having Trey Ford and Gavin Cobbin.
Those guys were great.
They're really good guests.
Yes.
Like, it's not just you're putting a couple of idiot athletes in the chair. Like, they were awesome.
Yep.
That's the second time they've been awesome.
I love, Awanek steers that ship very well on the Hangout. But, man, Belsey was really into it.
Yeah, I was out for a bit and I was listening. And Belsey was driving some pretty good conversation and questions. Yeah, no, that was nice.
I was surprised they even got Belsey to change his opinion
on the Rouge.
And I felt left stranded on an island by myself. I even went in there. I said, "Get rid of it." Gavin Cobb's like, "No."
He likes it.
I'm like, "Get that crap out of here."
Well, I heard you say you're working the sidelines on that game and you're like, but I was calling it. I was excited.
I
liked being able to call the Rouge for the win, you know?
But I told the guys, I'm like, Eddie made me run back and forth. I had to go to the Elks sideline,
for whatever
back
happens
to the Argos, back to the Elks, back to the Argos. And then in overtime, I was telling the guys, I'm like, is that Jake Julian running out there? Are they going to punt the Rouge for the win?
Yeah.
And they did. You and Suits called it great, but I just remember being like, what an ironic twist of fate. Because I hate the Rouge.
Yeah, and there you are.
Yeah, and I told them, I talked to Javon Leake after, and I was like, hey, crazy lead changes, this and that. How would you describe that win?
Reed, what happened there? What ended up happening?
Well, they were both trying to intentionally miss on 2020.
Yeah.
And create a bad rebound for the other guy, which I think is not good. You should shoot from the 1-point line. The 3-point shot to win, but they were not playing
Were they shooting from the closer line?
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw it off as hard
as
they
could. But when you're at 20, you have to shoot from the back line.
Yeah, you should, but they refuse to. So I think we got to modify the rules.
Well, that's a botched that shouldn't count.
Yeah. We'll have to
what a discussion up there, though.
They were playing scared, which I didn't like.
I heard Awanek
shoot to win. Shoot to win. And there still should be an advantage to get to 21st. Because Trev got to 22nd and was like, "Oh, I don't want to give him an easy rebound, but you were behind, so why not shoot to win?"
Yeah,
and then if you miss, whatever, he gets an easier one.
Wow, man, these are the things that are happening around Edmonton Sports Talk today. That 21 has become a vicious. I had a horrible game today. I played Trev today, and he at one point he was beating me like 19-4. He ended up beating me 21-8.
That was not going well for you. No,
that was awful.
I heard you.
Yeah, that was real tough.
Mm-hmm.
Reed was that for everyone. That voice was Reed Wilkins. He used to work at Ched, but he left to join us. You said he's been doing he really loves this ChatGPT now.
He loves ChatGPT.
Yeah, and what did he do?
He did an EST Royal Rumble, and
they scripted the whole thing.
Yeah, ChatGPT 2-minute intervals for entrances. We all have nicknames and character traits. And finishing moves and Awanek.
What was your nickname? Do you remember?
Oh, something to do with
Hernan, do you remember? Do you know Tommy's nickname?
No, but he had Jay's got it.
Jay's looking for nicknames.
Here, Jay. Just use this mic because everybody does.
Tommy, you were the style driver.
That's a great
your
name.
Move. Your finishing move. Your finishing move, Dusty, was the mic drop.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that a lot.
And Hernan's is probably the best one. The salsa spin.
The salsa spin.
Love it.
So the salsa spin, the style driver, and the mic drop.
But our characteristics.
God. Or do we have nicknames or anything? Or?
They're all,
Go ahead.
Tom storms in, showcasing flamboyant charisma and flashy moves. Then Dustin bursts in with the crowd roaring.
Yes.
Utilizing high energy moves and comedic flair.
Oh, I think I could do that.
You form an alliance with Gage to take on the towering Jay.
Oh, wow.
This thing thinks I'm massive.
Okay.
My finishing move's the avalanche. Jay charges across the ring like an unstoppable force, shoulder tackling his opponent into the turnbuckle before delivering a massive running body splash to flatten them.
And the salsa spin? Is that what it was? What was the spin?
Hernan grabs his opponent's arm, spin them into a dizzying dance-like twirl, and finishes with a swift spinning heel kick to the jaw, sending them crashing down.
I love it.
Wow. This would be fun. I wish there was an AI thing that could create caricatures of us and actually execute this. That would be cool.
awesome.
That's the next level.
We do have
Reed's
breaking
working.
news for the Edmonton Oilers.
Go for it.
Is this something to do with waivers?
Yes.
Putting a guy on waivers?
No, the Oilers have claimed defenseman Alex Rugula off waivers from Boston. The right shot blue liner selected 67th overall by Detroit in 2018 has appeared in 22 career NHL games with 1 goal.
Okay.
There you go, guys. And I'm out.
Nice work, Hernan.
See ya. I guess.
All right. So another waiver claim by the Oilers. Alec Regula.
Regular. Let's go to the
Regula?
pronunciation guide.
No, this is the wrong guy.
Alec.
No, this is him. Yeah, Alec Regula.
Okay.
24 years old. Has played 22 NHL games. Comes out of London.
Tell me how he helps this team win a Stanley Cup, please.
Okay, I will throw this your way. Played with Evan Bouchard in London. Not on the left side. He's a righty. But was on the same London Knights team as Evan Bouchard. So
Proper pronunciation for the newly acquired
Do
Alec.
you have it?
I do.
Regula?
Via the NHL's pronunciation guide.
Is it regular?
Alec Regula.
Regula. I like that even better. Mm-hmm. Alec Regula.
Emphasis on goo.
Goo.
Regula.
All right. Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think's going on here, Tommy?
I don't know.
What does this mean? Like
depth pickup? Did they not just trade away Noel Hoffenmeyer? So they probably need somebody on the farm, on the back end. That's what I would assume. Just off the top.
So this will be one of those things that put them. They'll try to send them down, and then.
I guess I don't. But don't they have to?
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
because like Dermott's around, he's not sick anymore.
like he could play.
Yeah.
So then at this point,
practicing yesterday.
technically they have 8 defensemen on their roster.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's look into this. I don't know what it means.
What is going on here? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in on this. If you claim them, you have to go back on waivers before you can send them down, don't you?
I think
I mean, that's how it works.
Where's original Puzar when you need him with this CBA?
Where's the
knowledge?
OP? He'll listen to this later today and then tweet at me
He'll be
tonight.
like, guys,
That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help me right now.
It'll be like Article 14.5-A of the CBA stipulates that a player with less than 45 NHL games played
Does
can
not have
be
to
sent
be.
home.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's what OP will hit me with that knowledge. And I'm like,
I
okay,
honestly
thank
can't
you.
even tell you. I can't even tell you.
That's great.
All right, so there we go. A little bit of Oilers news as they claim
Alec
defenseman.
Regula. What does it mean?
67th overall pick in 2018. So that was 6 years ago, and he's only played 22 games in the National Hockey League.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. Stoff says he has reach and playmaking ability.
Thanks, Bob.
That would make sense with his 1 goal and 0 assists in 22 NHL games. But last year in Providence, 26 points in 55 games. The year before that with Rockford, the Ice Hogs, 21 in 51, and had 60 points in 56 games in his final year in the Ontario Hockey League back in 2019-20.
Nice.
And I guess he was one of the guys who would have stepped up after Bouchard had moved on and gotten more opportunity with the London Knights.
Mm-hmm.
So probably not a game changer, but we'll see what happens. Bronco Nick says Regula was on IR since the start of the season. Northside Sandwich says Bowman accidentally hit the auto reply button on the waivers email. Just click reply if you'd like to claim Regula. Oh no! That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you have to recall an email? Have you ever done that? Like some
I haven't.
like some email servers will allow you to like take it back. I don't know how. But
Once
they do.
it's gone, she gone.
Yeah.
That's how I assume. So I always like am tentative to hit send.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to double check that.
Yep.
Sometimes it's tough when you're doing like important emails on your phone. I'm always afraid my thumb's going to slip and hit send.
Yeah.
And it's not ready and it's going to make me look like a huge idiot. And that's the last thing I want to look like.
I'm bad at forgetting attachments.
Oh, and then you're like, hey, sorry,
Yeah,
it's not
here's
attached.
the attachment.
That
I'm an
sucks
idiot.
too. That sucks too.
Yeah, it does suck.
The oil stream is brought to you by Boston Pizza. Feeling the holiday hustle? Celebrate the season with a festive escape at Boston Pizza. Holiday menu brings you indulgent dishes, delightful desserts, and holiday-inspired drinks that are perfect for sharing or savoring all to yourself. Treat yourself to a holiday break with flavors that make every visit feel special. You are on location at a Boston Pizza tomorrow night, are you not?
Boston Pizza Westgate. Tomorrow is a hybrid Thursday night football and Oilers Wild, meaning double the prizes.
Giveaway city.
And lots of fantastic game day deals. $5 off medium pizzas, $1 off Canadian and Molson products, so Canadian and Coors Light. And man, like we've given away so many great prizes. We gave away 2 jerseys the last time we were doing a Thursday night football. It was an Elks jersey and a Herbert jersey, a Chargers one, nice powder blue. And then Tony and Curtis have dished out a couple of Oiler jerseys. We had a putter one game. It was a $250 TaylorMade Spider. Multiple stereo systems, freezer or coolers, and it's a good time. They do a great job over there. Plus the holiday treat.
Lots. I mean, go to Boston Pizza tomorrow night, Westgate. You're going to win something.
Yes.
Pretty good odds that you're able to pick something up over there. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. That is where you can text us. I see you were wearing that EST shirt today.
Yeah, I spilled on my hoodie.
Yeah, I thought you were spitting up. You were laying there on the couch, and it looked like you had. I was thinking it was my children. I was like, did you spit up on your hoodie, Tommy?
My thermos, the coffee mug I have, the seal isn't as strong, and it just like leaked, and I had to wash it a couple times. Looked like an idiot.
That's how it worked out. Yeah.
But this shirt is styling and profile. I'm all EST'd up. I have to go get some hair products.
I picked these up today.
Thank you. Chelsea was here.
Yeah,
while
they
you were
dropped
on
them
the air.
off. Yeah. Edmonton Sports Talk 6 o'clocker lager beer mug, not mug, jar.
Yeah, it's
What do you
pint
call
glass.
it? Pint
Yeah.
glass. And then the EST Birdie Booze shot glass, and that's actually got our Birdie Booze mascot on there.
Yeah, smash,
which is pretty
smash.
sick. Smash Smash is just sitting on there.
Yeah.
So these are nice. Hey, could somebody out there bring me a beer?
Oh,
I'm gonna have a beer in the new beer glass.
okay. Can I join you?
And if we have any Birdie Booze, I'll have a shot in the Birdie Booze shot glass.
I'll join you.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Tommy. Yeah, you're a grown man. If you want a beer, have a beer.
Jason Milne, 2, please.
2, please. Can I get 2, please?
2, please, kind sir.
Bronco Nick is asking, does this mean that Dermott would go down?
No, I doubt it.
Well, they're not going to carry
But
8
somebody
though.
messaged in yesterday on post game, or maybe they tweeted me saying that there was a window for them to send Dermott down, and it would have had like $577,000 in cap savings if they did it before a certain date, and they clearly have not. And I was like, whoa, that is significant. And it was the way it was proposed to me. It was like, can you ask Oilers management why they haven't done this? As if they don't really know.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you, Jake. Oh, I also have my by my backpack there. Like as if they didn't or were not aware of it. Like the Oilers have capologists.
They know what's going on.
Bill Scott's all over it. Like
Bill Scott's very good at his job.
he is very good. He's meticulous. This is great.
Gager's in the house. All right, so this is Amber Lager from Village.
Yep.
It's got like the ski runs on it, I think.
Snow report.
Yeah. You like Snow Report?
I think it's fantastic.
Somebody said we should turn the Wednesday Snow Report into the snowing report. Because of
Shredding the gnar.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you guys do that.
Ooh, look at this. This is kind of dark.
This is an amber?
I think it's an amber.
It's World Beer Awards style winner, world's best.
This is a bad pour.
Oh, it's right beside it. Literally right beside it. Sorry.
What are you getting? What are you reaching for?
My beer mug. That Matthew
your
gave
beer
me.
mug. Yeah.
Yeah. We're in a
This is a
good.
bad pour. Look at this.
It's
This
a
is
terrible
awful.
pour.
But that's a perfect size mug or pint glass, I guess. That looks nice, doesn't it? Snowing. Nobody likes you snowing.
Thank you, Jay. Sorry about that.
I'll wait for you, buddy.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Let that come down a bit.
J-Milk,
What do they
okay.
say? Put your finger in it. It makes it go away. I don't want to do that. That's gross. I'll just let it sit there for a couple minutes.
That's how you pour one. This is a very festive Wednesday, I will say.
Oh, well, it's the season, right?
Tis the season.
It's
Okay.
the season.
Cheers.
Oh, your pour's way better than mine.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, Tommy.
Salute.
And here's to our new 6 o'clocker lager pint glasses.
Shout out to Chelsea from the Hype.
Oh, no. Trev, one of your decorations fell down.
Maybe don't use masking tape.
That's the only tape we have.
Well, actually, Matthew has book tape.
You think that would work?
Yeah. Much stronger.
This is pretty good.
It
I would
is.
have probably preferred something lighter.
like
But
lunch.
that's okay. Yeah. All right. How's post? I caught a bit of post game.
Post-game was good.
I was pretty
Post-game
tired
was
last
good.
night, so I went to bed. I watched a bit of post game.
Yeah.
Saw you and Gager and Hernan start working, and I thought Hernan was funny last night when you threw it to him, and he was just like he pretended to not be happy.
Yeah.
You know, Hernan was loving that game.
Yeah.
What was the vibe like in the chat last night?
Positive as it should be. A couple people poking holes in the wind, but not.
What hole
much.
were they poking in the wind? That's what I'm curious about that.
Just still like concerns. Jeff Skinner stuff. Nugent Hopkins not playing up to snuff. Like nitpicky, like tidy up, trying to get everything perfect. And that's fine. I think that's just like a fan shooting for best case scenario. And right now things are going good. They're going to be super tested tomorrow against the Minnesota Wild, who are just rolling best in the league right now. But overall, like, you know, Stu Skinner's game was great. Bouchard and his egregious gaffe that we had to discuss, and
Yeah.
I actually had to look up the definition of egregious for someone who would like me to tell Evan Bouchard.
I was still watching at that point.
Yeah. So egregious is like overly bad, if you don't already know, which I think 98% of people know what egregious means. But outside of that, it was a lot to be happy about if you're an Oilers fan. And it feels like they are building up momentum. It is starting to become reminiscent of last season. Now, is it a 16-game win streak? Is it an 8-game win streak? Is it a 5-game win streak? No, they haven't gotten to that point, but that is their third.
They might not do
three-game win
that
streak.
though, right? Like
might
not a lot of teams go on 8, 9, 10-game heaters.
A 5-gamer, 6-gamer would be nice here
that's
and there.
fine.
But if you're winning 3 out of 4 all season, the rest of the season, that's pretty good.
If you're rolling the rest of the season with a 750,
That's excellent.
yeah, you're going to be happy with that.
Yeah. So right now, that's kind of where they're at, and it feels like their game's coming around. The power play, I know it went 0 for yesterday, 0 for 2, PK 2 for 2, big PK at the end of the game. I switched my turning point, brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. I switched it from the Draisaitl/Vasilevsky own goal to that PK at the end of the game, which was dicey because, you know, that play by Nick Paul, he taps it, and then Louis was talking on the broadcast that there was a goal that stood up, even though it was hit by a high stick in a different game, and it was banked in off of an opposing player. That clearly did not happen last night. So I was like, really? Okay. Not the case yesterday. So the PK holds up, and that was the turning point of the game. And PK, you know what, Dusty, as good as it's been in the last like 2.5, 3 weeks, it's still 29th. Or it was going into action
Are you
yesterday.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they what
Man,
were they?
I
1
thought
for
it had
2?
moved up to like 21, 22, 23.
No, power play is up into the teens now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the PK still sucks on the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
It's much improved. The timing is good. Gager talked about that last night. There's a lot to like about where this team's game overall in all 3 facets.
I think
is
you got to
going.
be really happy with last night's game.
I would
Like,
think so.
I don't think you really should be poking. I understand there's always things you want to discuss on the negative side a little bit, but that's not a win that I'd poke a lot of.
There were some,
Yeah, but there's always some.
but again,
Like, I wish there'd be some wins where people aren't trying to poke holes and things. Like you beat a pretty good Tampa team in a fashion that you haven't won many games in this year in a tight 2-1 victory.
Yeah.
Like
you get the saves from Stu Skinner. You get a little bit fortuitous with the bounce. They had one taken away. There was a little bit of discussion about the offside and we were talking about it in the press box last night too. It's like there's no statute of limitations and time and all that. Like the Oilers had some zone time before they scored that goal.
Yeah. I get rid of review. I said that this morning bright and early.
But the point of it is to make sure the call's right. And then guess what? I don't disagree with you, Dusty.
Yeah.
But as soon as a play happens where it begs for a review and say hypothetical.
You're talking like one that's way offside?
Yeah, and it can't be reviewed and it's an egregious call. As soon as that happens, we'd be like, time to bring back review.
But
there's
how
always this
often
vicious
does
cycle.
something that, I'm looking at you using egregious again.
It's a great word.
Yeah, but how often does that happen? Like where it's so blatant,
times a
you're
year.
like, but that's it. So just suck it up, deal with that, and let the linesmen do their bloody job.
I agree. But you know what happens? Then you get a GM, a powerful one in the league, making a case for it. And then they get persuasion and they get a gaggle of their friends because there are cliques among the
gaggle.
GMs.
You're on fire today.
Thank you.
A gaggle. What's that? Geese, isn't it?
A gag.
Isn't it a
like
gaggle
small
of geese?
flock. Yeah.
God, Tommy, you're killing it right now.
+2.
Man, if I was doing points today
Yeah.
for Oil Stream,
But that's what happens. I'm going down this hypothetical road.
oh, great work. Whoa.
The board of governors meetings would happen, and then the GM would be in their governors, and then there'd be like, oh, we got to review this and say we need to bring back offside review, and then we're going to fall into this trap again, and we go through the cycle. That's what happens, and it's frustrating, like super frustrating.
Then I would switch it to you get one look at it, full speed.
And
If you
that's
can't make the call, whatever stands.
That's it.
Simple as that.
Maybe limit the time the officials have to look at a video review, right? They're pretty quick yesterday, but I guess you could tweak it. In a perfect world, you could tweak it, make some subtle adjustments that might
I would make the subtle adjustments.
make it perfect,
to
or
just
closer to perfect.
yeah.
Anyway,
by
it
the way,
just-
I got the definition of gaggle.
Tell me.
You won't believe the sentence that they use.
I hope it's awesome.
So a gaggle is a disorderly or noisy group of people, which you totally nailed.
Thank you.
And then it says the gaggle of reporters and photographers that dogged his every step.
That's a great
Isn't it?
use of gaggle.
Yeah. Max Bazuzu says Tommy Thesaurus over here.
I know.
Somebody was saying we were invited to the Tommy Gunn show today.
I'm just wearing a boy's medium.
Is that what that is?
No, it's a large.
I was going to say Marshall could almost wear a boy's medium. Yeah.
Marshall's a big kid.
He wears men's small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a big boy.
I think so.
New EST merch, by the way. This is the secondary logo we've unveiled, which is great.
It looks nice.
It does. Tube Socks, great job as always.
Yeah, guy's a
Anyway,
logo wizard.
And I spilled on my hoodie, my damn coffee mug. Anyway,
Skinner, big save on Paul.
great save.
I mean, I thought he was really good again. And that's like 2 weeks
Yep.
with the only hiccup being the Minnesota game that his team absolutely sucked
Yep.
in front of him. Like, I don't know, man. Like, were the haters quiet last night or were haters still popping up?
No, actually, they
Good.
started to quiet down. And I think yesterday was a .955 save percentage. And I know you went over his last 10 outside of that mini game. It's been really solid. And we're starting to see, as his wins go up, a GA is coming down. Save percentage is increasing as well. And listen, his success, his personal success is tied directly to the team, just like how his personal failures early in the season, and I know people would call it that, as I was trying to tell people, were absolutely 100% related to the poor team defense in front of him. The cream will rise. Yes, he makes some great saves, but he's getting some help in front of him. Darnell Nurse is playing really good as well. But like dominoes, one falls and they all fall.
Are you hearing like Christmas music or piano music? Or am I just going crazy?
You're going crazy, dude.
You can't hear that?
No. Oh, wait, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
okay,
can hear
thank
it.
God.
It's probably a Onex
Where's that
office.
coming from? Downstairs?
Matthew's office.
Hey, who's playing Christmas music?
Nobody's here.
What is going on right now? Somebody broke into the office, took all the boys, and they're Trev, what's going on? Who's playing music right now? Can you not
Is
hear
it
that out there?
downstairs?
It's downstairs.
Is everyone at the banya?
That is loud. The spa must be going, and they've got some loud music going down there.
Victor, what is going on?
Holy
down
smokes. Okay. I thought I was going crazy.
Yesterday, there was a gaggle of our neighbors from the Banya
Yeah.
ripping darts.
Outside?
Yeah.
They love smoking outside.
Oh, they're good at it.
Even in the winter. I walked past Victor's car yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was in it, and the window unrolls.
Yeah.
I looked down, I'm like, hey, man. He goes, hey. And then rolls it back up. I was just like, you're such a funny guy.
I ran into him at the Costco gas station like
Did you really?
3-4 weeks ago.
Did he recognize it?
I pointed, I'm like, hey! And he's like, hey, Tom! And we like bro hugged it. He's like, I'm going to Calgary for a drinking party. I was
course he
like, buddy,
is.
drive safe. Drive safe.
This guy's
He's
a
wild.
beauty.
I like him.
I like it.
Cheers to Victor.
Robert's son texted in today and says, guys, instead of getting rid of video review, how about they set a time that they go backwards, like 15 seconds of gameplay? Or else
Okay.
if opposing team touches the puck in full possession, you can't review anything past that point. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go like less than 7 seconds. Like if it leads to a goal on that rush, then you can review it. Outside of that,
That's fair.
Suck it up.
That's fair.
All right, let's get to your Popeyes spicy headlines, where Popeyes has the Festive Family Pack now available. The Festive Family Box, you will get 4 pieces of signature chicken. You will get 4 chicken tendies. You will get 4 biscuits. You will get 4 sides, and you will only pay $30 for this delicious meal for your entire family.
Great price.
I go out anywhere right now for the family, like even to a fast food joint. There's no way it's under 50, let alone 30.
30.
So that's a great deal right
That
now.
is.
Norm, the Combine crew, Popeyes for everybody.
Hey, Combine Crew almost ran me over the other day as I was walking to the rink.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, it was Garen driving.
Did they do it on purpose?
I think so.
Probably. I mean, they probably said, Tommy, kill him.
Sticky Rice. I went adapted up with her. I said, what's up, Sticky Rice?
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Ernie is texting in today and says, Tommy with the hair covered looks like such a little kid. Little boy Tommy. You need to grow a manly beard like me.
Nah, I shaved today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. Yeah, I'm out of product. I have to go pick some up today. So, wear the hat.
Hey, Dusty, that foam in your glass means that someone peed in it, which is we were joking about with the hot tubs.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of a funny one. Ties back to the morning show. Your Popeyes headlines that we want to get to. The Oilers did make a waiver claim today. Alec Regula is who they picked up. And I want to get this one text. Where is it? Said he had some ties to Edmonton. Did you see that one that came in?
Regula did?
Yeah, well, no, not technically ties to Edmonton, but came through. Here we are. Oh, yeah, here we are. Andrew texted in. Says, guys, lots of Oilers ties with Regula.
Okay.
He was traded for Oilers legend Brendan Perlini, and he was part of the trade that sent Taylor Hall over to the Blackhawks.
Oh.
So there you go. He's been moved a couple of times. Perlini and Taylor Hall deals. What were these deals exactly? Let's see.
Man, Perlini won everybody over in a great preseason, didn't he?
We had him on the show at the old station in the morning, and it was awesome. It was just such a good chat. We've had him on here, actually, too. We had him on last year.
He
was doing like some golf YouTube stuff there for a while.
He's an interesting guy. Like, there's more to him than just Brendan Perlini, the hockey player, you know?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Regula was traded from the Red Wings to the Blackhawks for Perlini.
Okay.
And then he was traded from Chicago with Ian Mitchell, local boy.
Oh, good guy. Really
Spengler
good guy.
Cup kid, actually.
Yes.
To Boston for Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno.
Ah, interesting.
And now he's Edmonton Oilers property at the age of 24 after being claimed off of waivers. Who is this guy? Ty Emberson?
My
24
goodness.
years old, right shot D-man, hasn't played much?
Look out.
Maybe they got themselves another one, eh?
Brilliant geniuses.
Here's the other thing I want to get to for Popeye Spicy headlines. Hockey Insider Trading on TSN yesterday did mention the Connor McDavid looming contract talks.
Okay.
And it was funny because even Dreger was mocking him this morning on our show. Because I said, yeah, Pierre LeBrun had some stuff on it, but the story was really that there was nothing. And he goes, yeah. He goes, we were even joking with him that he was probably just using it to plug his one-on-one with Jeff Jackson for The Athletic.
Oh,
Because essentially it just said, if McDavid doesn't sign July 1st, don't panic. You do the same type of timeline with Leon Draisaitl. And that was really it. Now, on our show yesterday, an interesting conversation popped up that fits in really well here with the oil stream today. So let's do this quickly. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. That would be great. And sub to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love the sub as we try to make a push to 11,000. So we are assuming Connor McDavid signs long-term. More money than Draisaitl, but same type of thing. Somebody asked us a question like, if they don't win a cup in the next 5 years, is McDavid around for the rest of that deal? Like, do you think he would ride it out here his whole career if they get a couple of cracks at it, have really good teams like they do now? Hell, they could win one this year. But if they don't get one within like 5 years and he's got 4 years left on his deal, does he go, hey, look, we've tried. If the team starts to trend in the wrong direction, does Connor respectively say, hey, I've given you a decade and a half of my life. I'd like to go try to win a cup somewhere else? Or do you think he just sucks it up and Ray Borks this thing until maybe the final year and then chases a cup somewhere?
That last part you said about, things going sideways and maybe it gets bad around here, even though he's on the team. That's where I could see him saying, hey,
yeah, like I'm saying if they go into a season and people are like, oh man, I just don't think they have a chance at all to win the cup. Like if it gets to that point with the roster construction around him, do you sit there and go, well, I wouldn't blame him at that point to be like, I'm out. See ya.
Now, I think he's pretty loyal.
Well, I mean, if he's going to stick around here for a huge paycheck, he'll be loyal. That's how we'll view him.
Sure.
But I mean, I just don't know if I'd blame the guy if he's midway through his third contract here and they can't get it done. And he's like, I don't think this is heading in the right direction. I even think Oilers fans would be like, you love him. You want to see him win one at that point. It'll break your heart. But if it's heading in the wrong direction, which I'm not sure it ever will in the next 10 years with this guy, because he's a freak.
Yeah, he is.
But if the organization itself isn't up to his level and what he believes they should be, I don't know, man. Like, if you give an organization 15 bloody years and you can't get it, like, come on.
I think it would have to go pretty
Big
sideways.
Uke, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Nathan. Yeah, I could see that, but I don't think it'll happen.
Don't think it'll happen. Well, I think they'll win one.
Same.
And then they'll be focused on getting another. So I thought it was interesting when they brought that up. They're like, there's going to be a lot of talk. I'm like, there's not going to be any talk. Well, there'll be a lot of talk, but I will not believe anything I hear about him going anywhere else.
No, that was very smart by Pierre
it.
to tee up his one-on-one with Jeff Jackson that way.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against Pierre, but what's going to come from that anyway? What are you actually going to get out of Jeff Jackson right now that makes headlines?
Just friendly conversation.
Well, that's the thing.
He's
Who wants to read an article about friendly conversation? Give me news. Give me fire.
I want some juice.
Give me that which I desire. Isn't that song?
Ooh.
I think so.
Yeah.
Can't tell you who it is. I'm not a big rock music guy.
I believe it's Creed.
It's not Creed. I can tell you that.
Poetic geniuses, lyrical masterminds.
You know my buddy Matty? You know Matty.
I do.
He got pit tickets already. Pre-sale
why
today.
am I not surprised?
Yeah.
Matty did like a
He was in Nashville. I went to see him in Nashville too.
At Ice District when Nickelback was here.
Yeah, he was pretty much there the whole time.
I know.
Yeah. Well, he likes music.
Yes, he does.
likes
Matty likes a good time.
All right, let's play this right now because I think I've got some really good conversation points in Keep It or Clip It today.
Okay.
For Tommy Guns.
Deuces.
See you later, Trev. Tommy Gunn's Original Barbershop. I believe a great haircut is more than just a quick in and out. It's about the whole experience, and that's why they follow the code, a commitment to delivering the best barbershop experience every time you visit. From check-in to the finishing touch, every step is crafted with care. No appointments needed. Just walk in, relax. They'll take it from there. Very nice.
Very nice.
All right, here we go. This came up. I think I saw it in your show last night
Okay.
on the chat. Kapanen would be better with McDavid than he is with Draisaitl. Keep it or clip it.
Oh. I'll just clip it. I'll clip it and I'll respond with this. Why, in general, not everybody, why do we always have to tinker with stuff? You know what I'm saying? In Oilerland. Things are going good. Why do we have to tinker? What's the need?
I mean, in this situation, I don't think you have to.
Yeah, so I'm clipping it. You understand? Do you get where I'm coming from with this? Like, there's always this penchant or this like side quest to tinker with everything that's going on. Like, why touch it? Just leave it. It's working. Kapanen played good on the wing yesterday with Draisaitl. Clip it. Stop tinkering. They've got a good thing going.
I've liked him wherever he is.
Good.
Pretty
This is his
impressed
last
for a
chance.
waiver claim. Like,
Yeah. Made some good plays last night. He's playing well. Good shot block.
I think his speed is more valuable with Draisaitl right now than, and like, you're not gonna take Hyman off of McDavid's line. And I know the whole point here was a Nuge conversation that, you know, you move Nuge down to Draisaitl's line and then you play Kapanen or Hyman on the left side. And I think at this point that's unnecessary. Like, if they had lost 4 in a row, then sure, have the conversation. But they haven't. They've been playing their best hockey of the season. They've been one of the best teams in the league for the last month and a half.
Why are you replacing a guy who has 14 points this season? I know it's not up to expectations for Nugent Hopkins with a guy that has, 2? And that just came to your team?
I mean, if they were struggling, I'd do it.
But that's the thing.
yeah.
They're not. If you needed to tinker because you needed to find something, which they don't right now, okay. But right now, it's not work. It's working. Like, what do you need? And James, immaculate timing, right as you were saying that Nugent Hopkins thing, James goes, I'd rather Kapanen on 97's wing than RNH right now.
Yeah.
And there are many that feel the same way as James.
Yeah. But is that more driven by Kapanen or is it more driven by Nuge, do you think?
I think both.
That's why it's a legitimate discussion if they weren't winning hockey games right now.
If they were not winning hockey
But they're
games,
winning.
if that line would not be producing,
Like,
then
think
I'd
about
say,
this.
yeah, okay, sure.
Like,
try it.
they flip Kapanen and Nuge. They lose a game. Even if it has nothing to do with Kapanen and Nuge, you're going to have people on the GCL Diesel post-game show being like, why would you mess with a lineup that's been playing so well?
That is correct.
That's just how it is. That's how it always will be in this market.
And that's why I asked, why are we always
Yeah.
tinkering unnecessarily?
780-218-9999. Al over in the text line says, hey, boys, will Regula... Well, oh no, will he be a Regula in the lineup? Hey-o.
No.
That's kind of funny, actually.
I want like a creative pun to respond to that, but I'll just say no.
I'm not sure he'll bring Alec to the lineup
Get out of here, G.
because his name's Alec.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
you
I
get
got
it?
that.
Okay.
I got that. I saw your eyes light up too.
I was pretty excited about it. All right, keep it or clip it number 2. A movie should be the first overall pick in the Christmas draft tomorrow. Keep it or clip it.
Oh.
And just so you know, Tommy Gazzola had first choice of pick.
Yeah.
He took the 4-5 swing.
the 4-5 swing.
Reed Wilkins has selected the second spot in the draft. So I'm on the clock.
Okay.
Do you think about this? I'll think about what I'm going to do.
I think if it is a movie for the first overall pick, I'm not saying it has to be, but I think that movie would likely be Die Hard.
Whoa. Die Hard first overall?
Yeah.
In a Christmas entertainment draft.
Yeah.
Holy
Or
smokes.
am I planting a seed?
No, you're going to take Die Hard at a 4-5 swing.
Maybe.
100%. You just showed your cards. I will take the first overall pick. I don't know. I'm going to go first overall. So I'll go first overall.
Are you going with the
Reed
movie?
second overall. You're third and fourth, or fourth and fifth. And Eric will be picking third, and he'll have his choice of seats. So,
Perfect.
all right, it's locked in. First overall. I might go movie. But we have to have 3 movies. So there's going to be a lot of movies to select from.
There are some Christmas movies that I just don't like.
Like what?
Christmas Vacation.
Really?
I don't like it.
Do you hate it?
No.
Or do you just not like
Nope.
it?
I'm not saying I hate it. I just don't.
So you're just not a Chevy Chase guy? Or?
No, I love Chevy Chase. I would rather watch Vegas Vacation,
Yeah.
Vacation.
But not during the holidays.
I just don't. And you know what throws me off about Christmas Vacation? Audrey and Rusty. I think they're my least favorite, Audrey and Rusty, because you know how they change every movie basically, except for the first 2, they were the same. And that's kind of, it becomes the joke is Audrey and
They move
Rusty.
around like different ages,
Yeah.
older, younger.
And he's like,
whatever.
I hardly recognize you.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah, good writing.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Rob from the Grove says, major hot take, Tommy. Penner's Pancake says he's with you on that, Tommy. KB says, bust overall, first overall pick if you did take Die Hard.
Well, maybe I'm trying to play the game.
Like Tommy's picking fourth. You might get Die Hard there anyway.
I might. Die Hard I like. Someone was debating if Home Alone was actually a Christmas movie because it's like loosely tied on Christmas.
Home Alone's 100% a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
And so is Home Alone 2.
Yes. Bonnie Doonrod says, "Can you dunk on Tommy, Dustin?"
This close. This close.
I love how passionate people are about the vacation films.
I mean, Christmas
love-
Vacation is a classic.
I know it's beloved. I don't get it. Although I understand,
It's a classic family Christmas.
Randy Quaid, Pooper's full.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many classic
Yeah.
lines.
I love how he wears those white shoes in every vacation movie. Even when he's wearing shorts in
They do
Vegas
look good.
Vacation,
Yeah, he's
he's
still
wearing the
wearing the
white
shoes.
shoes.
Still
Yeah.
wearing the shoes.
And he gives Clark a pair of them for Christmas.
All right. Keep it or clip at number 3 for Tommy Guns. The Oilers have. Ooh, I can't believe this is a spicy question.
Okay.
The Oilers have a better team this year than they had last year. Keep it or clip it.
I'll clip that right now. Could it be eventually? Yeah. Yep. But I think on paper, the depth that they had last year was better. Consistency was better, although it wasn't perfect. And I think the defense as a whole was slightly better. And Stu Skinner, was finding his game. We didn't know what Calvin Pickard was going to be. But I still think last year's team overall better than what this year's team is so far. So I'll clip it.
2 weeks ago, I would have said,
Yeah.
no way, you're ridiculous. I got a little bit more time for that conversation now. It's like the first time all season I'll actually consider having that conversation. But for the moment, I'm still clipping.
Yeah.
And we'll see. And I think part of that is because we remember last year's team is like the team that went on the cup run,
Yeah.
post deadline. Like unfair. This team's actually like 7 points better than last year's team at the same time, I think.
Good.
But last year's team was a unmitigated disaster to start the year. But yeah, I think I'm clipping. I'm clipping for now.
Yeah. Penner's Pancakes in the nasty chat says, clip it when everyone is healthy. You might be able to make that argument. I'm with you, Penner's Pancakes.
All right, keep it or clip it. I should get a hot shave at Tommy Guns
Oh,
today.
keep it.
Never had one.
Do it. You got good growth going. Like they'll give you a nice clean. And then I have seen, not I seen, by the way, because I know the boys on the Reed Wilkins show do the proper English and pronunciation and grammar stuff. I have seen, not I seen.
Or what about I've seen?
I've seen it works just fine.
Nobody says
I've seen Kent Morrison get the steam and the shave. Lovely.
Now, would they just do my neck?
No, they do the whole
They have to
thing.
do the whole thing. Okay.
You tell them what you want. You want it nice and tight.
Do you think I'm going down to Camrose to do the
World
3-4
Challenge.
and then do you think I should go back to clean shaven Dusty?
No.
Or winter hockey, shorter beard, but still a beard Dusty?
That one.
Think so?
Yep.
I'm thinking about it.
I think you should do it.
It's one day. I'm in Camrose, a rugged city in itself.
You are a rugged
And
man.
I'm a rugged Albertan man. If anybody from TSN
Kimberley.
calls me, I'm just going to say, I'm a rugged Albertan. Of course I have a beard in the winter.
Or Cranbrook, sorry.
My face is chilly if I don't have one. So I'm thinking, I've never gone on TSN with any type of facial hair.
Just keep it tight.
I'm thinking of mixing it up this week.
Who's producing?
It's somebody I've never worked with.
Oh, okay. You can do whatever.
For
you
all
want
they know is I have a beard all the time.
Yeah. They don't talk
I'm
to
thinking-
each other.
I'm
They don't
thinking
know
about
each
it.
other. They don't talk to each
All
other.
I'm thinking is, what would Craig Button think? Because he's doing color. Do you think he would respect the move,
Craig's
or would
gonna
he be
show up with
disappointed?
crazy sideburns. It's going to be great.
He does. He does have a great head of hair.
Yeah, he does. He's a great man. I love Craig Butt.
He is awesome.
He's a tremendous human. You know who's also awesome? Dave Randorf.
Yeah, whose show was he on yesterday? Reed and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in the press box. We had a nice conversation. He is a big fan of CFL on TSN.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, he was a big part of CFL
He
on
certainly
TSN.
was.
Because he went from hosting the desk to the voice of the Lightning.
My favorite host.
Was that not the transition? And he done a
went
bunch of
to
hockey for. Where did he
Hockey
go?
Night Canada.
Oh, he did go to Hockey Night Canada,
Yeah.
and it didn't last long.
No.
And then he ended up with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
He's got 2 cup rings.
How about that?
Great guy.
I
awesome guy.
used to love him on the panel.
He is fantastic.
Yeah.
And him and I were talking about the CFL yesterday. Still watches it down there.
He does, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Love that commitment. All right, keep it or clip it. pre-dinner drinks on Friday are a must before the staff Christmas party.
Keep it. Lieutenant Eric has offered up some ideas.
He lives very close to where we're going.
Yeah. Hernan and I will be carpooling. Matthew perhaps as well.
Well, all three of you guys live right downtown, right?
Yeah, we do. This is going to be fun.
I think I might pop by.
You should.
Well, I'm going to be taking a cab to where we're going, so I might as well just take a cab to Rick's house.
Yeah, and we all walk over
Yeah.
as, like a gang.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah. What time are you going to get there, though?
5?
When's
Hernan
dinner?
was
Dinner's-
saying. Hernan's
Dinner's just after 6.
I'm excited about where we're going for dinner because I've been not oddly curious, but Joaquin talks that place up.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And I love that type of food.
It should be fun. I'm nervous about it.
Why?
Well, there's just lots of like spice and vegetables and mixing a lot of that
Bring
stuff.
it on.
I was looking at the burger on the menu.
No.
I was looking at it already.
No,
And they have
no.
a hot dog. So I was thinking about that too.
Don't.
I'm thinking about it.
Dusty.
I pre-looked at the menu.
Let's get
and I was
you
like,
a burrito or
is there a
something.
kid? They do actually, they have a kids menu too, which I looked at. I could get 2 kids menu items. So I might do that. But
You are a big kid and we love you.
We'll see. All right. 780-218-9999. 780-218-99 is where you can get in. And I'm going to Tommy Guns either today or tomorrow. I am at this moment undecided.
Ask them to
going
restock
one
the
of the other two.
Swedish hair cream, please.
Swedish hair cream.
Yeah.
So if I see some, should I get some for you?
Yeah, I need some.
I might text
Otherwise,
you.
I have to
Tommy,
go
come
see
on.
someone else.
I'll get it for you at Tommy Guns.
Thank you.
I'll get it for you at Tommy Guns. Right after my nice shave of just my neck.
But get this Barton, too.
I'm always afraid that if I'm sitting there in the chair and I'm getting a shave, somebody from 1440 or Oilers Nation will come in and kill me. Right?
They like you.
No, but I mean,
Those are good friends.
That's where hits get done.
Oh, snap. In the barber's
In the
chair.
barber's chair.
At Tommy Guns.
That's what I'm thinking.
Pew, pew.
Right? No, the neck slit. If I was going to get killed in a barber shop, I would like to be sitting there and they slit my throat. Just like that.
That is
That's
morbid.
why, for the most part, I've never done the hot shave because I'm always like, there's somebody going to come and kill me.
No, you get a nice lady working on it, and they have the soft hands. It feels good. You get a little massage and the neck and the little shoulder rub. Oh, it's so good.
So I don't have to worry about getting murdered by somebody.
Yeah, I don't think Low Tide's going to do that. You might get a big hug. You might get a big hug from
You know,
Al.
I would love if it was Low Tide. I'd respect the move. Like, I know how much this hurts you, Low Tide.
And he does it with a tear in his eye.
It's okay. I'd be like this in the chair. I'd be looking up at him, and he'd be crying, and I'd say,
You know what? He'd be.
"It's okay.
Yeah, he'd say something like that, or go to the light, young man.
Do me."
Expos 67.
Yeah, that would be. You know what? That would be great.
I like that guy.
Mark says, if anyone ends you shaving, it'll be Stoff.
Bob gave me like a liver punch yesterday, or a kidney shot.
Yeah, and
Yesterday.
it's harder than it should be.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Like if it was at work here and somebody punched you that hard, HR Daddy would there'd be probably a complaint filed.
Handwritten. But it was done in a playful, friendly way. But I was just like, oh, ow. And I looked and I was like, oh, Robert, stop it. James, by the way, says, you better have reservations. Restaurants can't handle an unexpected gaggle this time of year.
Well done. We do have. I think people who go out often for dinner call them rezos.
Yes.
I do think we
Foodies?
have a rezo at this place,
Yes,
and we have a
seafood.
rezo at the place after too.
Yes, we do.
Then after that, it's all willy nilly. This text says, guys, it wasn't an overly exciting game last night, but I thought it was a mature win. Didn't see much panic in their play, and I'll take that game all day long from here on out. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Greg, the sound guy.
What's up, Greg, the sound guy? Mature win, 100% agree with.
Yeah, that's the type of win that championship teams win.
I found elements of that game entertaining, though. There's some good chances, some really nice goaltending. I am a nerd for sound defensive play and nice passing, and there was a lot of that.
That's sick.
It is.
You're sick.
Yeah, I'm a sick puppy when it comes to hockey. He gets his jollies off of sound defensive play and crisp passing.
What's your favorite thing about the game, Tommy? Sound defensive play, crisp passing.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah. Well, so you
kinda
loved last night's game.
It was good.
That might have been your favorite game of the. Do you think it was their best game of the season? I saw
It's up there.
Jack and Lou kind of brought that up a bit when they were doing their post hit on Sportsnet,
Well-
and I thought that might have been taking it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
But I would say it's definitely a top 5 game of the year.
There's a cluster of their best
not a
games
top
of the
3.
season in the last few weeks, and that has to be up there with it. I mean, the win against Colorado was very good, and the Avs are kind of on the up and up. The win, I know talking to the players yesterday, they weren't overly happy with, I think it was like 5 to 10 minutes in the third period when the Blues kind of mounted that comeback a little bit. But outside of that, I thought they played a really good game against St. Louis, the Colorado game. I'm not going to lie, I thought that game that they lost 1-0 to Vegas, that they generally played pretty good. I'm curious to see how they handle the Golden Knights this Saturday. I don't want to overlook tomorrow's game, but I feel like the Oilers need a win over the Golden Knights this regular season, just to know that there is a path to victory over their Pacific Division rivals and that they can accomplish it. I think that helps a team because if you say you go into a playoff series and you're like, we can't beat these guys. And I know Vancouver swept them last year, but 3 of those wins were in like the first 12 games, if I recall correctly. Just that knowledge and confidence. It's like, we beat these guys. Remember what we did? Yeah, we did this, and this. That worked, that didn't work. I think that point of reference is always good for a team. So I'm curious about this Saturday's game. But they are in a good spot, and these are some of their best games. I don't know. I don't think I'd put last night's win the best game of the year, but up there.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was watching
okay. I was just
Reed
talking.
Wilkins dunk today.
How good is that?
Were you out there when it
I
happened?
did. I tried to do it behind the scenes, but my Instagram was
Yeah, I heard Instagram's down.
messing up. Yeah.
Anyway, Trey Ford goes between the legs, off the wall, and Slamma Jamma Wilkins comes flying in and throws it down.
And he also drops a, hey, nice pass. You've got potential.
Did he actually say
Yeah.
if you haven't checked out Reed's dunk videos yet, they're really good.
So those guys, Gavin Cobb and Trey Ford, just, by the way, very calm, cool, collected, and nice to have around. Like, they weren't in a rush to get out of here. They mingled.
Well, we're nice guys too,
Yeah, that's true.
right? So nice guys like to hang out with other nice guys, and good things happen, I guess. All right, so tomorrow you will be at Boston Pizza, Westgate location. They'll have the football game on, they'll have the Oilers game on, and there will be tons of prizes. I think I saw Rip City Step in the chat earlier say him and VR Montenegro are going to the Vegas game Saturday thanks to Westgate Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
So there's just tons of stuff to win there.
Yep. They are part of a Molson tailgate party, and that was the grand prize at the last BP Westgate on location we were at, and Step won it. So that's going to be a great day, great afternoon for the boys, and I'm sure that there's going to be some frivolities that ensue, but come on down. We hang out. We have fun. We give away a lot of stuff. Tony, Curtis, whole staff there. Great.
Pat in the county says Slam Wilkins is such a great bit. And Juan texts in and says, guys, I thought that was Dominique Wilkins.
Hey,
and I wonder if there's something where we could Dom Reed Wilkins or Dom
ChatGPT.
Reed Neek. Dom Reed Neek Wilkins.
Dom Reed Neek.
Dom Reed Neek Wilkins.
He can figure it out.
I don't hate that either. I don't hate that. Zacticum, what do you think of Dom Reed Neek Wilkins?
Look at that giggle on his face.
I don't get it.
Do you know who Dominique Wilkins is?
No comment.
Oh, okay. He asked me earlier if I knew that there was a Johnny Cash movie coming out.
Like the one that's been out for a long time?
That's the one.
Now,
Are you serious with Joaquin Phoenix?
now this is my defense. So I saw a commercial
defenseless.
yesterday, and it's Timothée Chalamet in a Bob Dylan movie.
Yeah.
But I thought I didn't see much of it. I only saw the release date, December 25th. So I asked the boys, "Is this a Christmas movie?" And they're like, "It's not a Johnny Cash movie, though."
No,
Bob
you
Dylan
said
movie.
it's a Johnny Cash movie. I heard
Yeah,
it
I'm like,
from
oh,
your mouth.
yeah, the Johnny Cash movie is coming out December 25th. Does that mean it's a Christmas movie? And you just looked at me like I was an alien, and you said, it's a Bob Dylan movie. And I said, my bad. I saw 3 seconds of the commercial.
You are making this up right now.
I don't make things up.
Dom Reed Neek Wilkins. Look it up. You'll love it. What's coming up on EST Afternoons? What do we got happening here? Hernan's World.
Hernan's World.
Highlights,
Highlights.
lowlights.
Highlights,
He
lowlights.
knows more of it
Who's
than
yelling
me.
this?
Matthew won it.
I was going to say, it's not even Hernan. I see Hernan sitting there. He's not even
in the
yelling his own
banyo.
thing. Who's busy? Oh, okay. Anyway, great show coming up with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage and Ice Cube in the over behind the chair over there.
I also want to shout out and appreciate those earlier. I think Camrose Chris was one of them who were like, Tommy, I think those lyrics are Metallica. When I
they
called
were.
them Creed.
Oh,
I said that completely facetiously.
You always confuse those two.
Yeah. They're so easily
Yeah.
confusable.
All right, that's going to do it for the Oil Stream today. Brought to you by Boston Pizza. Make plans to join Tommy Westgate BPs tomorrow night for the big one against the Minnesota Wild.
That's going to be a big game. Yep.
I'll be back tomorrow morning with the Nielsen Show at 6 o'clock.
Oilers 7 wins in the last 17
Saw
years
that.
in Minnesota, by the way.
That changes tomorrow. What? Because Skinner will be awesome. Cheers, buddy. Fun show today. ESC Afternoons is coming up.